I was just a loner. Look at me.
I dream, you dream, we all dream big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream big dream.
I'm on top permanently, but I stay in the streets, and I won't stop bringing that heat. It's my dream.
We're just gonna start off the interview real
Say
quick.
it's my dream.
Starting your career, I know you've been in the game for a while, since maybe in the mid '90s,
Right.
And signed with Virgin at first,
Right.
DPG, to Death Row, and now to Dynasty.
Yeah.
I mean, can you kind of break down how you've been going through with the rap game and how you came into it? What's the motivation, inspirations?
Well, basically, I just, love music since I was a little kid. So,
I see.
Just making music made me happy. So I just do what makes me happy, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I've been in a lot of label situations. I've been on Virgin, I've been on Death Row. I've been independent. And now we got Treacherous Records. I'm the vice president, and my partner, Tico, is the president. And we're just trying to bring this West Coast music back to the scene, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's the way to do it.
W's, baby.
It's about time too.
It
and
is.
Especially
For sure.
you got the flows very nice, very clear, and very hard hitting, I would say.
Right.
It's like almost like KRS-One or Busta Rhymes. I mean, it's hard hitting. You can hear clearly what he's saying, and also I gotta say about the lyrics. I mean, he's a good freestyle rapper as well as he writes lyrics from the street as well as could be consciously lyrics
Right.
too. And,
Right.
can you kind of describe your style? Would you consider yourself gangster rapper or more hip hop, battle MC?
I mean, I think, I would say that it's like you take gangster rap and hip hop, and then you have a kid named Crooked Eye, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, good way to put it there.
Because it's like a cross, you know what I mean? I mean, it's street because, that's how I grew up, you know
I
what I
see.
mean? And then a lot of times that's who I'm talking to.
Okay.
I'm talking to the streets when I make music. So, but it's hip hop, you know what I mean? This is the culture that we're in. And I got to preserve the art form of hip hop because that's what really saved my life, you know what I'm saying? So I got to protect that culture. So it's all hip hop.
It's all hip hop.
It's all hip hop, yeah, without a doubt, for sure.
You dream, we all dream big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream big.
Who's distributing the album, by the way? I mean, there's a lot of talk about you're signed to this, you're signing to that.
Yep. Right now, I'm independent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a fully functional label. Treacherous is fully functional. You know what I mean? We could put out records tomorrow if we want to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hey, please do.
You know what I mean? So we're independent. I got a lot of distribution contracts on the table right now, so I'm trying to figure out who's going to do it. But that's a matter of like signing a 4-page contract and getting it out there. Like, you know what I mean? So if I want to, I could do it myself, or we can venture up with another company. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really talk about who because it's a little bidding war going on right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta.
Yeah. Whoever wants to bid the highest, right? Or the
Yeah. Whoever comes with the most money.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
That's what's up. I gotta ask: is that all old materials or new materials? I mean, I was listening to a lot of old materials, and I wish I can have them on album. Listen to them.
Yeah, we got a lot of old material. Matter of fact, somebody just bought Death Row Records, a company called Global Music.
Okay.
Yeah, they bought Death Row for like $24 million.
Wow.
So they've been calling me about my old album over there. So I'm probably gonna buy my old album and then release it later on down the line.
For the long-waited fans, that's like they're still fiending for it,
Yeah.
waiting.
There's some good songs on there. I did some songs with Tupac on there. I did some songs with, like I said, with Left Eye. This is a ton of people on that record. So, we'll put that out later.
Yeah.
Right now, we worried about Boss.
Yes.
BOSS.
All right.
You dream, we all dream big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream big.
You mentioned about dreaming in rap. I mean, you have this mixtape coming in called Dream Tapes. I mean,
Right.
you've probably been answering this question all along. What's the concept of it, and what you trying to get out of it? I mean,
the Dream Tapes are really like an abstract poetry type. You know what I mean? I guess I'm so living in this world of rhyming that even when I'm asleep, I dream about songs. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So when I wake up, I put them on my tape recorder, the stuff that I dream about. But I never really let nobody hear that. You know what I mean? So I'm about to allow people to just take a peep at it because I always thought it was weird. I don't want to be, look at this weird dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But,
People, if you just
you know
came
what I'm
up
saying?
with that,
But it is what it is, and I let one dude hear it, and he was like, you know what? That inspired me to paint. My homeboy's a painter.
Wow.
I let him hear some of the tapes, and it inspired him to paint and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna release those dream tapes out there now. They sound abstract though,
wow.
Because you're dreaming, so there's no telling what your mind's gonna come up with. You know what I'm saying?
That's another concept that we never heard of before, and I mean, if you listen, do you listen to it? And do you really like that dream tape? I mean,
it's real. It's dope though. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, it's not like the regular things that we would write songs about. You know what I mean? But it's still dope because it kind of brings the subconscious to the conscious.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like, we get a peek at what we're thinking about when we're sleeping. You know what I mean?
You dream, we all dream. Big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream.
That you mentioned about you're the everyone says the best kept secret from the West, and since the very beginning, maybe around maybe signing Death Row or so. You said that leaving the death row was because not being able to put your stuff out, materials out.
Right.
And so we're expecting the new album to be out maybe in 2008. I'm not sure when. Can you tell us a little about the new album coming out maybe?
Yeah, it's coming out probably the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? It's called Boss, Beginning of Something Serious, BOSS. And it's kind of like all my journey, you know what I mean, throughout the whole industry, and becoming my own boss and being able to drive the car instead of always being a passenger. You know what I mean? So now I got the power and ability to put the record out. It's not up to someone else; it's up to me.
I see.
You know what I mean? So it's definitely dropping. You know what I mean? The end of this year. So look out for it.
You dream, we all dream. Big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream.
I gotta ask you about West Coast rap right now. I mean, how your view on it, or how do you feel like it needs to be resurrected? I mean,
yeah, I think so. I mean, it needs to be resurrected, but we need leadership on the way.
I see. Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, our leaders, they're not unifying everybody.
I see.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at the South and you see a lot of dudes unified. You know what I mean? They're doing videos together, doing songs together, doing concerts together, tours. Out here, it's not like that.
That's true.
So we need brand new leadership. So we can really put everybody together and push the West back into the forefront.
That's true.
You know what I mean, of hip hop. So that's what's gonna happen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the boss coming out. I mean, the boss of the West Coast. I mean, what can you expect?
Yeah, for sure. That will happen. We will do that. You know what I'm saying? It's all a process. But it's happening right now. We got dudes like Glasses Malone, Bishop Lamont, J Rock, my dude Lunch, you know what I'm saying? Topic.
Sly Boogie.
Sly Boogie, the homie Sly, you know what I mean? And they all ready to fall in line and do what we gotta do, you know what I mean, for the new West. So.
What about the Bay Area scene? Are you into that? I mean,
yeah,
it's
for
pretty
sure.
hot right now.
Mr. Fab is out there. He's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Balance is my own boy. He's out there. It's a lot of Bay Area artists. And they got a saying in the Bay is One West.
I see.
That's what they're pushing right now. So the Bay and LA just combined and they calling it One West. So, it's going to happen.
Yeah, we're definitely waiting for it,
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's got to happen.
We just got to have leaders, you know what I mean? So I used to always look around for leaders.
I was
and
just
then I figured out I look in the mirror. It's real talk. That's real.
Look at me.
I dream, you dream, we all dream. Big dream. I dream, you dream, we all dream. Big dream.
I'm on top permanently, but I stay in the streets, and I won't stop bringing that heat.